So guys, you clicked on this video because of the title here is PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One, my thoughts and opinions. So, okay, these are just my opinions and thoughts, these are not facts, so that's my disclaimer over and done with. Alright, let's start off with the PlayStation 4. Right, PlayStation 4, let's go with design. The design of it is a bit weird, it's a kind of slant. Well, this is the video, if you like, watch it. Look at the guy, where they presented it. You see it in his face, he's like, please like the system, please, please. You could see that, you know, he's not overly confident with what it looks like. That's what it seems to me. But it's kind of an okay design, I guess. It's a slant. But actually, I know why Sony done this. Okay, stay with me. Don't click off the video just yet. Just hear my story and then you can understand why Sony made it an ugly slant. Picture this. You've got your PlayStation 4 sitting on your table, games around you, you're happily playing your PlayStation 4 on the day of release. You're going, yeah, it's an amazing system. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fire just appears out the corner, a blaze in the house. Your games are melting, pictures falling off the wall, wallpaper melting, your cat's running off because it's on fire. Anyway, but your PlayStation 4 is sitting there on the table saying, save me, please. And then you go, quickly unplug it, alright? And then there's a door, it's locked. But because the Sony PlayStation 4 is so sharp cornered, you can use it as an axe to chop down doors. So you're chopping down doors, you bust your door down, you run down downstairs, and you smash the window with the PlayStation, you jump out and you've saved your PlayStation, and then you've saved your entire family from the fire because your PlayStation 4 is shaped like an axe. So, yeah, I think that's why Sony have done it. It seems like a pretty legit design and idea of why they've done it. But the design, I guess, it's okay. I'm not too keen on it, but oh well. Let's go to specs now, shall we? The specs, 8-core processor, way 8 cores, 8 gig of RAM, to go 8, I think there's a pattern emerging here. Blu-ray drive, way, Wi-Fi, yay, and I'm pretty sure it's got the strongest signal, which I don't know what the strongest signal of Wi-Fi is. I think it's G/N, or I don't know. USB 3.0, woo, HDMI in, yay, normal. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have a component connector as well in case you're living in the year 2007 and you haven't got HDMI. So that's the specs of it. Okay, let's move to the controller. The controller, I don't get it. I don't like the PlayStation controller. I've never liked the PlayStation controllers all the way from PlayStation 1, 2, 3. I just don't like them. They don't fit my hands right. They feel flimsy. My hands are a bit too big for them. But I'm sure this one, I'm hoping this one will be a slightly bit bigger for my hands, so then in which case, well, hey, it's got this tiny touchpad on it as well, which I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing, Sony? Because there's a small Android game company called Ouya, and they designed a controller and they had a little tiny touchpad on their one. So I'm thinking, did Sony copy them? Did they copy them like back in the day when they copied the Nintendo Wii with their motion and stuff and their controllers that you point at the screen? I don't know, or they just, oh no, they're not copying, sorry, they're using their having similar ideas. I don't know. Maybe in the book they just happen to come up with the same sort of idea. I don't know. Don't care. And as for games for the PlayStation, it's great because you can play pre-owned games, which I think is good. But you've been able to do that since 1985, so I don't get why people are getting also hyped up about that. Which you'd expect it to play pre-owned games. The online services I don't really know much about. To be honest, I'm sure they'll be the same as the PSN is at the moment, which is alright. I know. You know, you can now record as well. They've got a share button on it, which is fantastic. It's great, which I think, because the Xbox has that as well. I think the games companies are trying to make these sort of things, a capture card, obsolete. So I think in the future, these things are just going to become obsolete because all the systems are going to be able to do it already, and there's no need to buy these. But that's my thoughts. Games, I don't really know much about release games for it. I don't know, but that's the main reason, because I'm not getting the PlayStation 4 now on release day. I will be buying the PlayStation 4, don't worry about that, but not on the release day because there's no release titles that have grabbed my attention and made me think I'm going to spend £350 of my money to buy that game system. Which is good. Oh, it's pretty cheap as well considering £350. PlayStation 3 when that first came out was like 400 and something. I'm pretty sure, something like that. So it's a lot cheaper than the previous system. But I think this is due to the fact is when they saw Microsoft's presentation, they went, okay, we will just cross out that, because originally they probably put £500 or something. They just crossed out that and put £350 on. Yeah, suck it, Microsoft. But so overall, PlayStation 4, do I think it's a good system? Yes, I do think it's a great system. I think it sounds amazing and stuff. But as for the design, I don't like it. But oh well, that's my opinion, and that's what I'm thinking on the matter. Let's move straight to the Xbox One now. Okay, the design of it. Well, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks like a VCR. It's a bit of a weird design. I don't kind of get it, but it's alright. It's better than the PlayStation 4 in my opinion. Well, I think so. It's like a growth. The looks of it kind of grow on you. The more you look at it, the more you think that's actually not a bad system. It actually looks really nice. But that's what I think. And the controller for it is perfect, same as the original Xbox 360 controller with a few tiny improvements. There's not much really to go on into detail with that, other than you can do the same as the PlayStation. You can push record. You can record, but not only can you record, actually you can stream live to Twitch, which I think is amazing. Okay, let's go to specs of the system. 8-core processor, same. 8GB of RAM. So actually, the RAM isn't the same. The RAM on the PlayStation 4 is DDR5, and the RAM on the Xbox is DDR3. DDR5 can process data a lot faster than DDR3, but DDR3 can process short bursts of amount of data faster than DDR5 can. So it has its pluses on one side and its pluses on the other, cons and cons. But yeah, so 8GB of RAM, 500GB hard drive, Blu-ray, Wi-Fi, G/N, blah blah blah, HDMI in and HDMI out. So that means you can plug your cable box, your Sky box or whatever into your console, so that way it cuts out any hassle. So when you're on your TV, you don't have to go change the extensions over, change the sources over just to go to TV from console. It's all on the same platform now, which I think's amazingly, because they've actually thought this time how can they help customers save and stuff like that. So I think it's great idea. What else are the specs fit? I think that's pretty much everything wrapped up. The Kinect camera is like full HD, 30 frames a second, blah blah blah, always on, red light shines, watches you when you sleep and plans to murder you. But okay, now that's the specs. Let's go over to the games for it. The games, you can't play pre-owned games, which Microsoft, what the f are you thinking? Come on, you want people to play your system, don't you? Or do you want them to just not? I don't get it. I'm sure they might change their opinion closer to release date, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. But it doesn't really bother me because I buy brand new games anyway, so that I don't care. I'm just thinking about all you other guys like you, and you down there. I'm thinking about all of you. But yeah, the way it works is, say I buy Mirror's Edge 2 for the Xbox One. Yeah. Alright, I buy it and then I go, oh, this is a great game. I beat the game and I go to my friend, oh, you should play it. And then the Xbox go, whoa, has he been on your friends list for more than 30 days? No. But I've known him since I was 12. Well, we don't believe you because we're Microsoft, so you're going to have to wait 30 days, then you can lend it to him. What? But we're in the process of doing that. You can't, you know, like, do anything on your system for 24 hours because it transfers the data across. I don't know, something like that. But it confuses me. So you buy a pre-owned game for the PlayStation 1, you put it in your system. I mean, PlayStation 1? Xbox One, sorry. You buy a pre-owned game, put it in your Xbox, and then you guys, oh, installs, go thank you, and then it asks you to purchase an unlock key, which, if you add it all up, it probably works out the same price as buying it brand new, which is stupid. I know EA have been doing a similar system for quite some time, but that's for online only. So if they'd done that, that wouldn't bother me. If you just had to pay to unlock the pre-owned game just to go online, that wouldn't bother me. But yeah, so Microsoft, I don't get what you're doing. I know they've got that share thing. Like I said, you can record yourself playing it. You can move your webcam. I think so on it and stuff, which is great. But it makes capture cards obsolete, which is like, why would you do that? What else? The triggers on it vibrate as well. So when you're shooting something, your triggers like kind of vibrate on your finger, so it makes it feel like you've got Parkinson's disease. Overall, system's great looking design, I guess. The controller's good. The Kinect camera's an improvement. The always online doesn't bother me at all because when I turn my 360 on, it's always connected online. So why should that bother me always being online? Because the Wii done it back in the day. That was always online. Remember, the little thing used to flash when you got a message or a system update. So that means it was still connected to online, in my opinion. So that doesn't bother me. But yet, when Microsoft do it, everyone's like a lynch mob, getting bricks, chucking at the people who designed it. I don't understand why. I will be buying the Xbox One on release day, along with a few games for it. Definitely Dead Rising 3. That's the reason why I'm buying the Xbox One on release date over the PlayStation, is because of the release titles for it, really. Dead Rising 3 will always win it, because I love Dead Rising. I've been such a fan, and the price of it, £420, I don't care. It's only money. I make an okay wage, so I can afford to buy these sort of things. It doesn't bother me at all. I will definitely be doing like an unboxing and all that when I finally get the systems. So my thoughts, PlayStation versus Xbox, they both have their pros and cons. I will be buying the Xbox on release date. I'll be buying the PlayStation 4 probably later on, or I could change my mind. I could still be buying it on release date, I don't know. So Sony, you're doing very well there. You know, you're hitting all the points, you're doing everything fine. Microsoft, what the fuck are you doing with your always online and your, you know, your pre-owned game thing? Because it's kind of stupid. Hopefully they'll sort this problem out when it gets closer to release date, but I'm not holding my breath at all. So this is my opinions video. Hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you again. Goodbye. These are not facts. I'm not saying these are my opinions. You have to believe what I believe, because I'm not forcing my opinions on you. So anyway, I'll see you again. Goodbye to all you people watching and stuff. Bye bye.